Hi folks, welcome to AMT TV. You know, I've seen a lot of your posts lately for you guys selling your vintage antique collectible items on Facebook, KSL, those kind of places. And I got a little irritated the other day. I should have made the video then, but one thing that you're going to really get under an antique dealer's skin is mislabeling your furniture, your items, calling everything antique just because it's old. If you take a piece of 80s furniture, sand it down, chalk paint it, and then distress it to make it look antique, does not make it antique. If you got a thin little piece of cardboard on the back of your furniture held together by staples or little tiny nails, your piece is not antique. So let's get into this a little bit of education today. So, the year 2018 right now. Roll it back 100 years, you got 1918. World War I is just ending. That's when you can call your items antique. Anything 100 years old or older. Not from the 80s, not from the 50s, not from the 40s. 1918 and older is antique. So, rolling into the roaring 20s, the industrial era, you roll into Art Deco, Art Nouveau, rolling into the early 30s, and then you get into late 30s, 39, you're in World War II era. World War II era. Still not antique because you're not 100 years old or older. You're looking vintage, World War II era, that kind of thing. Roll past World War II era into the 50s. Not antique, mid-century, retro. That's when you're coming in. You can still call these items vintage because mid-century, World War II era, retro, these are all vintage eras. But you're looking mid-century modern, that sort of thing. Roll into the 60s and the 70s is when you get into the hippie area, you know. The years that Pam and my mom were hipping it up. But those things you can call vintage, you could call retro, you could call photobomb. So, I just thought I'd roll you guys through some eras, through some key terms that you need to use when you're listing your items. Remember, antique is 100 years old and older. Not something from the 50s and 40s, not something you distressed and made look antique. It is not antique. Don't drive antique dealers insane, because I'm going insane watching this happen. So there's some educational TV for you today. I hope you all learned a lesson. If not, if you need help dating your furniture, dating your things, please let us know. Give us a call, set up an appointment, send us some pictures. I can do everything I can to help you. I'll get to it as soon as I can get to it, but we'll do what we can to help you date your furniture and use the proper lingo when you go to list it. Well, thank you. Have a good day.